I know most of you have already taken the first domain onboarding test by Mindrift and either passed or failed. If you passed, you proceeded to the live interview for that specific domain, and this is where things get really tricky, and most of you end up failing and never ever receive any tasks. Some of you have even passed this stage, then encountered an empty dashboard for months. And even after receiving a paid project, you are still required to sit down for hours on end to take another screening test for that specific project. And if you fail, you never see any tasks on your dashboard ever again. In some cases, you may pass, complete the project, get paid, but never receive any projects from there onwards. Some, me included, have completed projects but only received half the pay or no pay at all. This is mostly due to quality issues. I know this can be very frustrating. I understand that you may be thinking of giving up. But before you do, please do take time to listen to the few tips I have for you that will save you a lot of stress and time when dealing with the Mindrift platform. Mindrift is usually very strict when it comes to scores and tests. They have high cut marks for most domains. Due to the need for qualified, capable, and self-sufficient taskers to deal with their complex projects, most newbies in the AI training field fail at the very first stage. That is during the first domain expertise test. The first mistake here is that most people assume the instructions and rush straight to take the test, thinking that the LLM they are using can simply take the test and pass purely because of technical domain expertise, forgetting the fact that AI training isn't just about providing the correct answer. It is about providing it in the exact syntax, tone, and structure the class large language model requires. Reviewers reject candidates for missing a single structural constraint, even if the underlying facts are 100% correct, and simply show them the door. The solution to this is very simple. Copy all the instructions or take screenshots and paste them into your LLM. Then proceed to tell the LLM to follow those instructions when answering the questions you're going to give it. This ensures you follow all the domain-specific instructions when taking the test and do not make structural errors, therefore ensuring you pass without wasting much time or energy. Remember to subscribe, remember to leave a like, and comment any challenge you're facing so that we can solve it together. Mindrift tests usually have a zero margin for error and are timed down to the last millisecond. So, when dealing with this platform, your speed and accuracy actually matter a lot. And this brings us to the second mistake most people make, causing them to fail when taking the Mindrift domain test, which is taking the test using normal speeds. Mindrift, unlike any other AI tasking platforms, does not care about how long you take to complete the test. It only cares about how fast and accurate you are. Most people who are onboarded complete the test within a short time frame and present results showing a high level of accuracy and domain expertise. The reason for this is simple. Mindrift is more interested in domain experts who are qualified. Therefore, they can beat deadlines by completing tasks at a very fast pace without requiring error corrections from the Q&A team than experts who take their time to ensure accuracy but fail to meet client timelines, therefore ending up discrediting their platform, which costs Mindrift more projects from that specific client. So, always remember to be fast and very accurate when taking the first domain test on Mindrift, because every platform has its own sets of guidelines for hiring taskers. To simply summarize this, ensure you copy the test instructions, give them to your LLM. As for me, I prefer using Grok. Then instruct your LLM to use those guidelines when answering the questions. Give it instructions about the level of language proficiency to use as indicated in your resume. Then give it the questions and you will pass without any issues. Secondly, do that test as fast as possible, but ensure that you're very accurate and you'll ace the first domain test without any issues. Moving on to the live interview, which normally comes after the first domain-specific test, most AI trainers make very small and noticeable mistakes which end up costing them tasks on their dashboard. This takes us to the mistake, which is mistake number 3. Taking the live interview casually, thinking it is a basic verification check. I have it on good authority that Mindrift uses the live interview as a basis of proving that you are really a domain expert in the field you chose originally, with the assumption that you may have had some help in taking the first test, and this is where things get tricky. Because even if your oral answers fail to meet their standards during the live interview, they will not send any feedback, but they will blacklist your account silently because your answers raised a red flag. And that is why some people never receive any projects after doing the live interview. There are a few reasons why most people fail that oral live interview. And the first on our list is your accent. Remember, in your resume, you stated that you can use American English with native level fluency. But when you speak, you have an African or Indian accent. Any logical reviewer disqualifies you there and then. Second on the list is your level of calmness and confidence. When you stammer or lose words during the interview, it shows the reviewers that you passed the first test by sheer luck. Because someone who is learned and an expert in his or her field is expected to answer questions with a high level of confidence. Stammering or delaying only gives the reviewers the ideas that you are referring somewhere, maybe a phone or something, or reading somewhere, or you simply faked your qualifications in that specific domain. Thirdly, ensure the person who verified the account is the same person who is taking the live interview, because it also acts as a basic identification verification check. So when it is done by a different person, it shows that the owner of the account was not an expert in the domain and needed help taking the interview, or that the identity was simply stolen. So for the best results, ensure you are fluent, ensure you're confident, ensure you are calm. And even if you're referring to any material during the interview, avoid delayed answers and you'll pass without any issues. I personally use a web extension known as Fast Solve when taking live interview. It has a sneaky mode which cannot be detected, but it listens and gives you answers fast in the center of your screen for you to read and answer without delaying or stammering. Guys, remember to subscribe and leave a like if this video has been of any help to you in your AI training job search journey. Moving on, Mindrift works in a very funny manner. You may receive a project, do that project screening and pass, work on the project and complete it, but never ever receive any other project ever again. This is mostly caused by quality issues in your submitted tasks for the first project, which Mindrift also uses to assess your level of expertise. So, the fifth mistake most people make is ignoring the project guidelines and instructions and diving into the work. Therefore, ignoring important info such as how to structure the responses, which ends up costing you more than you know. So, to counter this, always copy and paste the instructions into Grok, then proceed to complete the tasks, and I guarantee you will have a constant supply of tasks. There you have it, guys. Always ensure your internet is stable before taking any Mindrift test, because it does not give any chance to redo the test no matter the reason. Also, make sure your system clock is synchronized correct and avoid using the Safari browser, as it can cause blurry images or glitches during the test. Always copy and paste the instructions into Grok before trying to take the domain test or project screening. Ensure you sound confident and do not delay your answers when taking the live interview. Mind your accent when taking the live interview. Preferably use fluent English. Take Mindrift test with high speed and on-point accuracy. And remember, rejected submissions will cost you future tasks and earn you $0. So, even high quality work can sometimes be rejected for vague reasons or policy issues. Therefore, remember to double check everything. Ensure the original account verifier is the same person who takes the live interview. And I am sure you will be successfully onboarded and receive tasks from Mindrift. I know I promised to talk about fingerprint technology in this video, but I'll ensure to do that in the next video. Until the next video, it's a bye from me. Thank you for tuning in.